Good morning, children. I hope you all are well and good. Okay, let's start with the data frame. Today's topic. Data frame is like a two-dimensional array. It's nothing but like our normal table, how we have the rows and columns, like in the same manner. Data frame is like a two-dimensional array with a heterogeneous data. So heterogeneous means more than one type of data we can store, that is called heterogeneous data. So here in this table, if you are seeing, you can able to identify the admission number is a numeric type and the name is of string value and the date of birth is date value. So it is a heterogeneous data. The basic features of data frame is heterogeneous data, size is mutable, data is also mutable. So mutable means nothing but changeable, that is called mutable. So it is a two-dimensional data. It's a normal table, that is rows and column. The basic features are columns may be of different types. So any different type how you want to store, you can do it. Then size can be changed. Labeled axis, you can label your axis, that is the rows and column, you can label it. Like here, admission number, student name, class, roll number 1, 2. So the rows and column you can able to name it. So column means nothing but the vertical, this things are date of birth is a column, gender is a column, section is a column. Row means the horizontal one is called as the rows, like 1, the serial number 1, the whole record is called as a row. Okay, so this is the structure of a normal data frame. Then how we can create a data frame. There are so many different ways are there to create a data frame. So it can be created with a list, a dictionary, series, or numpy arrays, or from the another data frame you can create a data frame. So these are all the different ways of the data frame. So today we are going to study the list and series, how to create a data frame with the help of the list and with the help of a series, that we are going to study. So now the beginning, the creation of a data frame and display, how to create a data frame. After creating the data frame, how to display it. So creating a data frame begins with the creation of an empty data frame. So nothing, we want to create a data frame, in that no value is there, that is called empty data frame. So how to create an empty data frame? To create an empty data frame, we are going to use a method called data frame. In that you have to keep in your mind that D is capital, then the frame F is capital. Okay, so to create an empty data frame, we have to use the method called data frame. And how to display the data frame? So with the help of the print command, we will display it. So print within the bracket, what is your data frame name, that you have to type it over there. So that is the way to display the data frame. To create an empty data frame, we are going to use a method called the data frame, and to display the data frame, we are going to use print data frame name. Then here the simple thing I have given, how to create a data frame and how to display. So this is an empty data frame. So import pandas as PD, Then see here, this is the object or a variable I am using, df1, which is equal to our panda object dot data frame. So this is called the empty data frame. Inside the method, there is no value, an empty method. So this is called empty data frame, creating a empty data frame. Then I want to display it. For that we are using print. And what is your data frame? Where you stored your data frame? You stored your data frame here, it's called a df1. That's why print df1. So you will get an empty data frame. There is no column. So you will get column colon the bracket, square bracket, then index colon square bracket, because it is an empty data frame. This is the way to create a data frame and display. Then what are the options you can use inside the method data frame, or what are the arguments you can pass inside? So pandas object dot data frame, inside the bracket you can use a data comma index comma columns comma dtype comma copy. So this is the syntax for creating a pandas data frame. So data means nothing but So like we have studied that we can create a data frame using so many methods. So that in which you are going to use. So either it can be a series or a list or a dictionary or a constant value or from some other data frame. So that is called the data. Then index by default, if you want to specify, you can give the index. Suppose you didn't give any index, by default the index will be taken from 0 to n minus 1. N minus 1 means suppose 5 values you have. That means 5 minus 1, 4, because 0 it starts. So 0 to n minus 1 index if no index is passed. Then column. So this column, we can use the index np dot arrange within this argument. This is only true if no index is passed. If you didn't use index, then that time you can use this arrange function in the column value. Then d type means nothing but it is a data type. The data type is for data of each column. So if no data type is defined, none is applied. So each column, what data type you want to give, that you can give. Suppose if you didn't give, then nothing will be applied over there. Then copy, this is used for copying the data if the default is false. So you want to copy some data. So you can use this command copy. If you didn't give the default copy value, you didn't give anything, the default is copy equal to false. So that is the default value. So we know now what is a data frame, how we can able to create a data frame. An empty data frame or any data frame you want to create, we will use the method data frame. Okay, and then inside these are all the arguments we can use it. So now here we will see the execution, the list, how to create a data frame using a list. Now see here, import panda as pd. Now I have stored the data 1 is equal to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 like this. Then df1 is equal to pd dot data frame of, this is my data, what I have stored over here. The list means the square bracket, no? So we are passing the list over here inside the data frame. Then I am printing. So when I execute this, so you can see the output now. See, I didn't give any index over there. I have created a list. That list, from that I am creating a data frame. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 is my value, and this 0 is by default automatically. Wherever you are doing a list or a data frame, you will get this name. If you want to name it, then you can name. If you didn't name, the default will be taken as 0. And here this 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 is your index. This only we told n minus 1 because it starts with 0. So this is the way creating a data frame from the list. And next one, here you see import panda as pd1. Then data 1 is equal to, we are passing a list only here also. Now see Freya, comma 10 as a single one, then comma Mohak, comma 12. Then the other name we have given over here. Now df1 is equal to pd1 dot data frame of data comma, now see the previously we have seen there in that data comma index comma column comma d type comma copy, no? So now here we are using only two arguments. Now see, data we passed comma columns is equal to, for my data what I have created here, I am giving the column. For the first one I am giving the column name as name, and the second one I'm giving the column name as age. That is the meaning, columns is equal to name comma age. Now print df1. So when I execute this, you can see the output. Now see the same way. So it is a two-dimensional now, is name, age is there. So here now you can see 0 is not there because the column is equal to name comma age we have named over there. And here the next one I am showing, this is the age. If you are seeing 10, 12, 13, it is taking, no? So because it is a integer value, suppose I want to print that as a float value, then how to use means the same thing, df1 is equal to pd dot data frame data comma column comma d type. We have one more option. So d type is equal to what the data type you want. Now see, I'm just removing this hash sign. um, Now I'm going to execute. Now see, because the beginning one is this, so that output you are getting. So make this also as a command line, then you execute and see, you will get the output. Now see, 10.0. So wherever the numeric value is there, that will be taken as the float value. So 10.0, 12.0, 13.0 you will get. So this is the thing, the D type is equal to float. So here the numeric value 10 only in this place we have. That is the reason. Suppose if I am changing here, what is happening? You just see. This is how you have to check your programs. Now I am giving like this. Now see, when I am executing, okay, now see, the value is changed into 90, 13.0. So any value, that is why we told it is any type of data in a data frame you can store. Okay. So it is not like numeric means only the numeric or what data you are storing, only that data throughout the table. It's not like that. So any type of data, the group of different types of data, you can able to store it. That is the main thing here. Then creating a data frame from the series. So here import panda as pd std underscore marks. So student marks and age I am storing. So within the curly bracket I am giving the value. So the student name, the key value, colon, the marks I am giving. And here the age for each student and I have given. Now that I am passing. So two lists I have, two series I have created. That series I am passing inside the data frame. Now see, stud df is equal to pd dot data frame of, my data is in student marks. Okay, the marks heading I want to give stud marks, comma, the age I want to give stud age. Now I am giving print. So when you execute this program, now see, you will get like this. So marks, age, mark is, so this Roshni, Ram, Ravi, Radhika will be taken like this way and their marks, age. So the data frame is named here. The columns are named like marks and age. So you will get the data like this way. This is the way to create data frame from two series. So we have a series of data over here that we are passing inside the data frame. Suppose I want to sort the data. Sorting means nothing but arranging the data. So that we will do with the help of the sort values function. So we have a method or a function called a sort value. With the help of that, we will do the sort value. So I will just show you how to use the sorting data. So the thing we are going to use now, sort values. So print statement, in that only you can do print where you have your data frame, that is stud df, that is your data frame. Yes, that name dot sort values. So you can see here sort values, then open the bracket. In that, by is the keyword you have to use. By is equal to. Then within that, which column you want to do the sorting, that you have to specify. So that I'm going to give my stud marks, the marks column I want to use. So I have given that as marks over here. The name I have given as marks. Yes. So marks as given over here. So when we execute this, you can able to see it is showing you the error. Can you able to identify why the error is showing over here? Because sort, the spelling is wrong. Sort values. So when I press something happened, that is the thing. Sort values. Okay. So execute. Now you can see the first one is what we created the data frame that, and the second one you see through by marks I want to arrange. So through the mark we have sorted the values, sorting the data on the basis of the marks in ascending order. So we didn't specify whether we want an ascending or descending. So the default will be taken as the ascending order. Suppose you need in descending order, then how to give it? So the same thing, the same line you will do there. The next one here, you have to specify that comma ascending is equal to false. Ascending is equal to false. So when you do ascending is equal to false, now you can see you will get it in the descending order. So by default, it will print in ascending order. Then you want in the descending order, then you have to give ascending is equal to false. So you can see the difference. So the first one is the unsorted data, and this is sorting the data on the basis of marks in ascending order, and this one is sorting the data on the basis of the marks in descending order. So when you want descending order, you have to specify ascending is equal to false. Okay, so we have studied today how to create a data frame with the help of the list and with the help of the series. After creating with the help of the series, how to sort the data frame with the help of the sort values. So in the next class, we will see the next thing. If you have any doubt, you can ask me or you can present in the comment section also. Okay, thank you.